What's up, Soul Family? Coming at you with another reading about manifestation. So, if you're looking for guidance on something that you're manifesting or trying to bring into your experience, then this reading's for you. If you want a one-on-one reading, then you can go ahead and directly message me or do so at the link in the bio. First reading is $20. It'll be for up to 20 minutes. You can ask whatever questions you want, or I can pull and see what comes out. But let's go ahead and jump right in. If for whatever reason that the reading doesn't resonate, then I'll simply refund you. So let's see what we're bringing in here. So bread, which is period of prosperity. So it looks like money right off the bat. Oh, we had broom with new home, new attitude. And then dragon with beware of self-delusion. So I already feel like you are working on manifesting a lot of abundance and new things. Maybe a new apartment, maybe a new place to live. You're working towards getting there. And maybe you're right around the corner, especially since there is like the energy of success in the air. Maybe there's the energy of, because whenever we're manifesting, there's a fine line between being kind of, I wouldn't say delusional, but not able to fully ground whatever belief that you have, versus sometimes we have a belief and we're trying to act on it, and then sometimes it's like we can fully get what we're trying because we have the level of belief that's equivalent, or the level of action, or whatever is required to allow that to manifest. But sometimes we have too much of, say, maybe limiting beliefs or doubts or gears headed towards the opposite direction of whatever we're manifesting, and that can be where difficulties can come in. So I never want to say like don't dream big when it comes to manifestation. But if it's something that's going to overwhelm your system and you don't feel like you're able to, and it's going to be something that you are like constantly against, or it geared towards the opposite, or you can't even grasp, popping into your reality, then it might come with more difficulty. And belief isn't inherently the only thing that's needed, or even needed, when it comes to manifestation per se. But if you are doubting too much, or if you're kind of like, if your belief is too much in the exact opposite way, then it's not going to be beneficial to you. So then we have the Tower card popping up. Excuse me. The Tower card pops up like whenever we have the energy of, sometimes sudden change happens, and sometimes when we're working towards something, it could be that you become a success overnight. I've been hearing so frequently, like, never underestimate the ability for everything to shift and just change at the drop of a dime. So you never underestimate just how fast something might have crumbled and fell under the weight of your experience, how fast things can be rebuilt, or before you're even, or how fast you can even be redirected or directed towards something that's better for you. Ooh, we got 3 this time. So then we have the 3 of Cups. We have the Knight of Bottles, or Knight of Rubies, which is like the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the 3 of Wands. So immediately I'm feeling like maybe there's the energy of continued work and effort and motion that takes time and doesn't always happen very fast. And maybe there's the energy of having friends help you and aid you while you're working towards it. However, I think that maybe it's pointing towards also, while you are taking these meticulous steps, also enjoying time with friends and family and stuff like that. Because many times we are very focused and headed towards like our goal. It's like both of these images, everybody is faced like, one way or that way. They're not really looking towards like where fun and that energy is. But sometimes we have to make sure that we are not just turning our back to these more lighthearted experiences, and that we're balancing out our action and our intention with that. And again, many times what we're trying to manifest can even sometimes come through while we are in the energy of enjoying something. So never doubt the capacity for something to pop in when you're least expecting it, even if it might be coming from an unconventional space. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So whatever actions you're working towards, like, you have a very grounded perspective. You have the tools needed, you have the resources, and you have the discipline and the drive. And it's definitely just a matter of being consistent, being dedicated, and continuing to work hard to get to the goal that you have. Many times when the King of Pentacles pops out, I'd like to think that you have the wisdom and the knowledge needed and the proper way to manage and use the resources that you have. So it's a matter of trusting that you've mastered such. Even if you're not rich, the King of Pentacles can be pointing towards you being very good at managing what you do have and using what resources are available, even if it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes we feel like just because we aren't rich that we're mismanaging things. But sometimes it's a matter of still trusting the flow of what you're able to bring in to manifest and bring things in for you. Exactly. And then the divine, like judgment has a lot to do sometimes with trusting our connection to the divine and our higher selves in the universe, or our ability to manifest, or whatever you want to call it. And sometimes it's the energy of having to lean into that trust as we are navigating through these trials and difficulties. And so sometimes having faith, it's not always easy. And sometimes even if you don't, even if you're doubting, or you're kind of like having anxiety, it doesn't mean you're not having faith. If you're still walking and if you're still taking the motions towards what you need, then that's still having faith, even if it doesn't necessarily feel like you are certain in whatever you're doing. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So you're working towards abundance. And again, this is the last card on the deck, and the first card we pulled was about money and abundance. I think it was, at least, could be incorrect. But either way, we're still closing it out with working towards this high level of stability, maybe even generational wealth. Money that not only affects you, but everybody around you. So definitely don't discount the ability for things to shift overnight and for you to be able to draw this experience in. You could be right around the corner, so don't give up before it's too soon, or before it's too late. Or, yeah, before it's too soon. Don't give up while, I don't know how to properly phrase it, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. But that being said, peace and blessings, you guys, and I'll catch you in the next reading.